Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Well, the Russians inflicted another massive damage on Ukraine with another 45 drones mass attack. Um, Yesterday, they did the same thing, and they were about what? About 40 drones. Today, there were 45. So obviously the Russians changed the tactic from missiles into cheaper drones, and probably almost with the same result. Obviously, the payload, yes, the explosive that you can put on missile is much greater than a drone. But nevertheless, if you want to hit the right target, you can succeed by using a cheaper, much cheaper drone. Between what, about $40,000 drone, $30,000 drone versus I don't know how many hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars of missiles. So let's get started with these three articles I have ready for you, because the Romanians have something to do and say too regarding the attacks. And we got a map, so we see where these guys hit. Let's start with Associated Press, trusted media outlet, right? Russia launches 45 drones in mass barrage of Ukraine as Kiev continues war cabinet shuffle. No, this is not war cabinet shuffle. This is Zelensky becoming, or at least, how should I put it, making sure that he's got the dictatorial powers unchecked. He's putting his loyalists in. I will make a video on that one because I have so many articles talking about it in euphemistic ways. It's just that Zelensky really gets a grab, or the people behind Zelensky eliminate any competition. Because remember, in Ukraine is not only the United States of America being involved and pulling the strings, that other interests that are parallel, that they know about one another. Some they are still looking for one another. So here I think they just got rid of some side of, eliminated one part, which is Zaluzny and whomever was behind him. I can only guess because Klitschko was very concerned. So if Klitschko is very concerned, not only for his own sake, Klitschko I think is Germany's man, just so you know. I just have a gut feeling. So let's get going with this one. So the reshuffle is fires people from previous administrations and he places his guys. That means he's ready for the long haul. This Zelensky, how old is he? 40 some, 50, 40 something. So he's ready to die in office of natural causes. This is from February 11th, 2024, Sunday. Russian forces launched 45 drones over Ukraine Sunday in a 5.5-hour barrage, officials said, as Ukrainian president continues to reshuffle off his war cabinet as the war enters its third year. In a statement, Ukraine Air Force said that it shot down 40 of the Iranian-made Shahed drones over 9 different regions, including on the outskirts of the country's capital, Kiev. So 40 out of 45, isn't that something? So it says the 5.5-hour attack targeted agricultural facilities and coastal infrastructure, so must be Odessa, Ren, and others. Officials for Ukraine's southern defense forces wrote on Telegram. They said that a strike in the Mykolaiv region had injured, one person, Another person was injured in Dnipropetrovsk. We have Mykolaiv, Dnipropetrovsk so far. Trying to find out if anything else here. All right, no. So far we have Mykolaiv down here and Dnipropetrovsk right here of Ukraine. They said 9, so we're going to find out maybe from this article, Ukrainska Pravda, Sunday 11 February, Ukrainian Air Force downs 40 Shaheds out of 45 overnight. And this is the visual. Ooh, I can tell they're all Shahed drones. Yeah, I identified them. I don't know if they identify as Shahed drones. Nobody asked them. That's very, very bad to identify them and not ask them how they identify as. But hey, let's let it slide for now. Russian forces launched 45 Shahed loitering munitions from the settlements of Balaklava and Cape Shauda in occupied Crimea in an attack on Ukraine on the night of 10 to 11 February. Ukrainian Air Defense Forces intercepted and destroyed, seek and destroy, 40 Russian Shaheds. So again, Balaklava and Cape Chauda is right here in the Crimean Peninsula. So here is Balaklava next to Sevastopol, and Cape Chauda is right here by Kerch Bridge. So this is one location where my strong hand is, and the other one is Balaklava, southeast of Sevastopol. And remember they said Mykolaiv Oblast and the Dnipropetrovsk. Mykolaiv Oblast is right here. So from here, Tsapakapa over there, and we have Dnipropetrovsk, Tsapakapa over there. So these locations delivered 45 drones on 8 oblast. Maybe these guys are going to, oh, here they are, here they are, just for you. The Russian drones in question were destroyed over Kiev, Vinnytsia, Zhytomyr, Kirovohrad, Mykolaiv, Cherkasy, Odessa, Dnipropetrovsk, and Kherson Oblast. So let's say Kiev, Vinnytsia, Zhytomyr, and Krovopapakapa. So Kiev, we got, I think it was a Kharkov before, Dnipropetrovsk, Mykolaiv, Vinnytsia, Zhytomyr. Oh, they didn't go further than this. So they didn't go on the Chernovsky right here. I think it was that too, right? Cherkasy, Odessa, Dnipropetrovsk. So they didn't go to the Polish side of Ukraine, which is this part right here. They didn't go further than this. So probably say, hey, Poles, don't scramble your airplanes. We're afraid of you. Just kidding. So this is what they hit. Odessa, Mykolaiv, so up to half of it. Half of it. Well, if you remember, and if you don't, I will remind you, or let you know. The Russians said like this: if the NATO will bring, air defense systems or systems that can hit, let's say, 100 miles. This is the range. We have to put this. You have to destroy everything on a range of 100 miles. So we have from our territory, new territory, old territory, however you want to say it. So if you look over the map, let's see here. Let's see the Ukrainians have, let's say, 200 miles. Let's say from here to here. Now that means the Russians have to destroy everything here that can hit from here in Russia, right there. Now, obviously, they claim Russia is all the way here. Therefore, the Russians have to destroy everything 100 miles from the border to wherever. Why? So they cannot hit inside new Russia. So this is going to be a buffer zone, demilitarized according to them, and probably this one controlled. Well, when the Poles are going to get their part, when the Hungarians maybe get their part, and the Romanians never get their part, we gotta say that. Weasels are weasels, bottom feeders, what do you want? That's why I think they hit half right here. They didn't go further than that. We'll see. That's just a theory at this point, which I'm 90% certain that's what it is, but we'll see. Units of anti-aircraft missile forces, mobile fire groups of Ukraine's Air Force and Defense Forces, and electronic warfare systems were involved in repelling the Russian attack. Now, excusez-moi, now we have Odessa here, and because that's going to get me to the next article. Odessa is in the southern part here of Ukraine, and this is by the fake country of Moldova and the bottom feeder country of Romania. All right, so if the Russians hit anything in Izmail over here, or in Reni, where these are Danube River ports, where the Ukrainians can receive weapons and grain corridor, whatever. So if they hit it zbang, the Romanians did what? Brave Romanians, right there. Romania scrambled F-16s, second-hand F-16s from Portugal. Bravo. It's like you buy a used parachute, safety parachute. Do you buy one? I wouldn't fucking buy a safety parachute, used one. But hey, the Romanians know best. Why? Someone made some money somewhere. That's the way it works. So Romania scrambled F-16s due to UAV strikes in Odessa Oblast. All right, so as I said, Odessa Oblast is here. Here, mine. Oh, I was about to say something. All right, so during the suicide bomb drones attack in Odessa Oblast, Romania announced an air alert in border settlements and scrambled F-16 fighters stated the Romanian Ministry of Defense. Well, the same did the Poles, so these guys are becoming more and more involved. In Kharkiv, the attack caused a large-scale fire that killed 7 Odessa region. Let's see. Russia launched a total of 31 on Kharkiv and Odessa. So 31, so the most were launched in Odessa, and somehow they bypassed Mykolaiv. So right here, Kharkiv and Odessa. From Cape Chauda, look right there by my strong hand, and Baklava. That's how I'm going to call this one, Baklava. All right, these attacks are unjustified. What do you mean unjustified? Didn't they want to destroy infrastructure? Ask the Russians, they're going to tell you why they did it. And seriously contradict the norms of international humanitarian law. Why don't you speak with those guys a little bit south by Mediterranean Sea about the humanitarian law? And the Americans who blocked something about the humanitarian ceasefire, shut the fuck up, you know? Romania condemned the Russian attack on civilian infrastructure of Ukraine ports of Danube. I would like to know what Bangladesh says about that one. Or maybe Honduras. I would like to hear them. This is another country. This is another country. And this is right here, Ukraine is another country. So Bangladesh has the same right as Romania to claim, oh no, Emily, you're just crazy. Look, it happened next to me. Well, really? Then how many countries can condemn Gaza? No country. The Romanian Ministry of Defense, let's see what you're doing, brave Romanians, said that there were no violation of Romanian airspace. Thank God the Russians just dodged another Romanian bullet. But checks are being conducted in Tulcea County out of caution. Tulcea, I'm guessing Tulcea is in this area right here where Galați and Tulcea, I think Tulcea is right here. Right here, this is Tulcea. So in this area, this is in Dobroja. Okay, move on, Emil. During a second alert, 2 other planes were also on alert. Did they take off or just pretended? But did not take off. Man. Simultaneously, Turkish F-16s took off from the air base to perform reconnaissance missions in national airspace under these circumstances. Oh, so now NATO activates 3 useful idiots. All right, well, it's fine. So they got the Poles, they got the Romanians with F-16s, and the, I was about to say Bulgarians. Bulgarians, I don't know yet, but Turks are in the southern part of the Danube Sea. Yeah, Danube Sea, Black Sea. All right, let's see what else these guys they did. Romanian General Inspectorate of Emergency issued a warning about risk of airstrikes in the Tulcea and Galați county. So Tulcea, as I said, and Galați are the next one right here. Galați is the town right here. It's a Danube River port, and Tulcea right here, the same thing. So the Danube comes like and it goes in 3 big arms. Boom, boom. Let's see. All right, and that's about it, my friends. So don't mess with the Romanians. They're gonna you up with their occupation forces defending their territory. Jesus Christ, you can't make shit up, man. So yeah, the Russians dodged that Romanian bullet. On it was written death. So 40 drones out of 45. That's a good percentage, right? Well, it could be 55 drones hit down from 25. So they can hit 2 drones the same time. So let's say I have 25 drones that the Russians launched. These guys will say, well, we hit 25 drones 50 times. Why? Because we're so good. We destroyed each drone with drones with 2 shots. Yeah, hoorah! Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just. Man.